I feel like Shedeur Sanders is so much better than we actually realize. And I know it was a struggle versus the 49ers last game, but he did some really good things that I feel like we have to be excited about. And let's start to break it down. We're going to go play by play. And this is one where they're going to be in a full slide protection. Essentially, everybody is sliding out in this direction as they play fake the handoff to the running back. We are in 12 personnel, which means one running back in the backfield. You have your two tight ends in Harold Fannin and David Njoku. Now, this is a zone beater play where essentially, because you're in a full slide, you're going to use your tight end to pick up on that man side to make sure there's no one unblocked. We're going to kind of bootleg out of the backfield off that play fake. We're going to get this deep side out route, and then we're going to get this quick little hitch at the sideline. Now, because they're in zone, we have to understand that this guy's in a cover 3. His responsibility is to be backed up. This guy is covering the flat, so we could have a quick opportunity to get this ball out. So let's watch this play as it starts to break down. We're going to play fake, full slide left, roll out to the right, and once we see number 2, back up, right, really sag off this wide receiver, throw the ball, laser right where it needs to be, pick up a quick 7 yards on that play. Love that, right? And again, I know it's not a 50, 25, 30-yard pickup, but we'll take what the defense gives us. And sometimes I feel like Shedeur might need to do that a little bit more. All right, before we really dive into it, do me a big favor, hit that like button, helps out the channel so much, man. But also hype the video. If we can get this video over, let's say 700 likes, we're going to post another one. We're going to continue to cover Shedeur Sanders all year. With that being said, let's dive in. Now, I also feel like the Browns are keeping it a little bit too simple for Shedeur Sanders, and I would like them to open up the playbook a little bit more, but it is what it is. They're going to do what they think is right for Shedeur Sanders. They're going to motion Dylan Sampson over as an extra blocker and then swing Quinshon Judkins out as a quick little screen. Now, I don't love the way this play is blocked, and I'll show you exactly why, but there's a pre-snap motion. He's going to be an extra blocker. We swing this thing out of the backfield, but you're ultimately going to see our top side wide receiver and Harold Fannin go block the same guy and do a pretty, I mean, it's not a bad job. I wouldn't say it's a bad job. They get him out of the play. But ultimately, we have 3 guys out there for a reason, right? We need to be like, boom, that's got to have a matchup. That's got to have a matchup. That's got to have a matchup. And then boom. And then look what you're going to be dealing with. Potential big time play down the right sideline. Said 2 guys go for 1. And now we got Dylan Sampson kind of just not doing a great job. Quinshon ultimately picks up 5 yards on that play. Nothing I can really break down with Shedeur Sanders. But ultimately, blocking was not perfect. All right, another interesting play here. This one hurts a little bit. And I'll tell you why. So, we're going to get a block release on the bottom or the top side with David Njoku. Harold Fannin is going to do a good job being the clear out and taking away this deep safety. So, watch this play. We'll break it down kind of slowly here. As we drop back in the pocket, you're going to see Fannin get inside leverage. Now, his job here is to attack that safety. Get right in front of him. Make him make a decision. Are you going to stay baiting up on Harold Fannin, or are you going to cover this route down the middle of the field with Jerry Jeudy? Now, boom, Jerry Jeudy creates separation. Tough to get that ball out early. Looks like he's looking at David Njoku. Not sure why he's not looking to the strong side initially, but as he scans the field, I think Shedeur does a good job moving this safety down. Because he's looking this direction, safety bites down on Harold Fannin, right? So now as we scan the field, you see Jerry Jeudy break wide open. Now again, this is going to come back to not having the practice reps with your guys to understand the speed of these guys. Ultimately, we lob this thing down the field, and he doesn't even try to catch it. Now, ultimately, I can't tell you, maybe I will from this angle, if this is a catchable football. But the effort level is just little to none. I can't tell if this is a catchable football, but I will say that this comes down to practice reps, man. We need more practice reps for Shedeur Sanders, and he should have had practice reps throughout the entirety of the offseason. It's annoying that he didn't, but again, this is what we have to deal with, and I'll call it an overthrow now, but there's little to no effort there by Jerry Jeudy. You guys let me know what you think. Was it uncatchable? Was it just a pure overthrow? Looks like Jerry Jeudy thinks so. Now, we do have a nice little pickup here from Shedeur. before we dive into this, like I said before, make sure you hit the like button, but most importantly, make sure you guys are subscribed. It is free, doesn't cost anything, and we will be covering Shedeur Sanders throughout the entirety of the year. I might even split this up into 2 videos, because I believe he had a good amount of completions, and I want to break down them all. So subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications. Let me know if you guys want that part 2 ASAP. And yeah, let's just keep going into some more film. Another solid play here. We're going to get a little bit of a play fake to the right side. Full slide. Everyone is sliding in this direction here, right? We're going to get this crackback tight end with Harold Fannin from the left. We're going to play fake it to the right. Not really going to be on a full bootleg because we want to get this ball out early. But we're going to just run this quick little crosser over the middle of the field. I believe we have a clear route to the top side as Harold Fannin gets out to the flats. So boom, as we drop back, they are going to get pressure, and Shedeur does a really good job not telling the defense where he wants to go with the football. Kind of looks off here to the left, which ultimately is going to move these defenders in this direction, opening up the second level of this defense. I think he does a really good job here, kind of manipulating these guys, turning and getting the ball over this defender cleanly. Nice little 10-yard pickup there for Gage, and you'll take that all day. You'll take that all day, every day, at least in my opinion. Nice little pickup. Monday Night Football is officially here. We got Packers, we got Eagles. Should be a really good game. At least in my opinion, it's got that potential. Now, I'm having so much fun on the Sleeper app. I can possibly over 1,000x my money every single day on this app, and it has been so much fun so far. And I kind of wanted to share you some of my picks before we do so. Now, you guys can see them. But if you use my promo code DUBS, you see it right here, you are going to get a 100% match deposit up to $100, which means if you put in $100, they're going to give you $100. If you put in 50, they'll give you 50, right? It is a steal, I would do it just for that. Now, take a look at my picks. I'm going Saquon Barkley, more than 50 rushing yards. A.J. Brown, more than 40 receiving yards. Jalen Hurts, at least 1 touchdown. Jordan Love, more than 200 passing yards. And Romeo Doubs, more than 40 receiving yards. It's all lower than you may think, and I think it's safe. 30 to win 63. Not too crazy, not too wild. Let me know what you guys are doing for tonight. Are you going big? Are you staying safe? Let me know, and let's get back to the video. Here's a play. I wish he had more time so I could really see what his pure intentions were. But this is honestly a play where everyone's really kind of open. You're going to get a stop route to the top side, stop route to the bottom side. We're going to get this crosser over the middle of the field with Harold Fannin. This breaks wide open. It's actually a late release by Isaiah Bond because he wasn't paying attention. He's going to act like he's going outside, break inside. He's going to break open over the middle as well. There is one high safety here. But Shedeur just doesn't really have time in the pocket. He's going to drop back. They're going to be in a slide protection to the right, man-to-man to the left. And ultimately, our right tackle just gets pushed back about 4 to 5 yards into the front side of Shedeur Sanders. And he is looking at Isaiah Bond. Now, right here, Isaiah Bond breaks open. If we're able to put this on a laser right over the middle of the field, guys, right? If we put that on a laser, we might even be able to catch and make this safety miss, right? You also have Harold Fannin turning up the field here. This is also wide open. If we had time in the pocket, I would just love to see what he could do with this offense, right? Underthrown ball because his arm gets hit. Okay, can't blame that on him. But 18-yard pickup that sets up a potential big play opportunity for this offense that we're going to break down next. I feel like Shedeur Sanders is so much better than we actually realize. And I know it was a struggle versus the 49ers last game, but he did some really good things that I feel like we have to be excited about. And let's start to break it down. We're going to go play by play. And this is one where they're going to be in a full slide protection. Essentially, everybody is sliding out in this direction as they play fake the handoff to the running back. We are in 12 personnel, which means 1 running back in the backfield. You have your 2 tight ends in Harold Fannin and David Njoku. Now, this is a zone beater play where essentially, because you're in a full slide, you're going to use your tight end to pick up on that man side to make sure there's no one unblocked. We're going to kind of bootleg out of the backfield off that play fake. We're going to get this deep side out route. And then we're going to get this quick little hitch at the sideline. Now, because they're in zone, we have to understand that this guy's in a cover 3. His responsibility is to be backed up. This guy is covering the flat. So we could have a quick opportunity to get this ball out. So let's watch this play as it starts to break down. We're going to play fake, full slide left, roll out to the right. And once we see number 2, back up, right, really sag off this wide receiver, throw the ball, laser right where it needs to be, pick up a quick 7 yards on that play. Love that, right? And again, I know it's not a 50, 25, 30-yard pickup, but we'll take what the defense gives us. And sometimes I feel like Shedeur might need to do that a little bit more. All right, before we really dive into it, do me a big favor, hit that like button, helps out the channel so much, man. But also hype the video. If we can get this video over, let's say 700 likes, we're going to post another one. We're going to continue to cover Shedeur Sanders all year. With that being said, let's dive in. Now, there are a lot more plays that we can break down in terms of completions and maybe some bad plays like sacks. We can do that, right? If you guys want to see it, just let me know in the comments. Maybe I'll break down 1 or 2 more. We're going to get a quick little screen here by Jerry Jeudy off to this left side. We ran this play earlier. You get the wheel route, you get the clear route over here. Try and just open up this left side of the field. Blockers out in front. Kind of works out pretty well here. I believe they pick up about 9 yards on the play. I mean, again, the playbook is so, and this play honestly should have been a lot better. But our offensive lineman completely whiffs right here. Great play by Mustafa. This play should have been a big one. A big chunk play. I mean, if you get that block right there, I mean, think about it, right? If this block initiates, you got a guy here. I mean, you are turning this up the field, man. You might be gone. Obviously, you got 20. You got him to worry about, but hopefully Isaiah Bond will come over and block. That could be a touchdown. So, again, it's going to come down to blocking of how good this offense can be. But I don't mind what Shedeur has been doing so far. Again, I think the playbook is very limited. I don't think it's an open playbook right now. I don't think they're doing things that they'd want to do if they had Joe Flacco and or Kenny Pickett. And I feel like they should be. Let's see what he can do. I'm going to be honest here. This is a play where I think he misses someone. I really do. So we're going to kind of like fake this little handoff to Dylan Sampson. We're going to act like we're going to bootleg out to the right side. You're going to see Jerry Jeudy kind of sit in the zone. We're going to get him out into the flats. But watch this play as we drop back in the pocket, right? It's a clean pocket. I mean, you got time. You got time. So right here, he looks at his dump down. He moves this guy down, which is exactly what we want to do, okay? We move him down. Jerry Jeudy is open, okay? Now, I get the fact that, no, I don't get it. The ball needs to come out here. The ball needs to come out here. You manipulate, good. You move. Your eyes shift. Why are we not confident enough to get this ball out here? Why? Someone tell me. I know there's a linebacker here, but if you're a quarterback, you should be able to dart this thing in there. Dart it. Even if you lead him over here just slightly. This guy's already trending down to the running back. You did that by manipulating him with your eyes. You did that to open up Jerry Jeudy. The lane's there. We need to throw the football. Why are we not throwing the football here? Hesitates. Took too long. Now it's not there. And now he's forced to throw a covered up Harold Fannin. He kind of overthrows it there. I will admit, this is the one play where, so far, one play where I'm like, why are we not throwing this ball to Jerry Jeudy? I know they have a little bit of beef. There's some beef on the sideline. Right here, man. Just you move him so well. Look at how far this guy jumps down. Boom, like 5 steps, 4 steps down. Jerry Jeudy's pissed, dude. You can see him like, dude, I'm open. Alright, you guys let me know what you think about that play. Other than that, there's nowhere really else to go with the football. Harold Fannin wasn't really open. Yeah, not much you can do there besides Jerry Jeudy. Let me know what you guys think. Hit the like button, subscribe, join the family, turn on post notifications, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.